Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we're diving into an important topic that could determine whether you get to retire on your own terms or end up working well into your 70s. We're talking about the 8 financial milestones you should aim to hit by the time you turn 55. Let's start with the first milestone. By 55, you should be aiming to have around 7 to 8 times your annual salary saved. That number might sound big, but think about it this way. Retirement can easily last 25 to 30 years. Having that level of savings ensures you've built a strong foundation and gives you flexibility later on. If you're not quite there yet, don't panic. There's still time to make catch-up contributions, which I'll get into in a second. That brings us to milestone number 2. Once you're 50 or older, the government lets you contribute more to retirement accounts like 401ks and IRAs. These are called catch-up contributions, and they're one of the best tools to close the gap if you feel behind. Maxing out, or getting as close as you can, means you're taking full advantage of employer matches, tax breaks, and compound growth. Before we go further, let me pause here. If you're finding this helpful and you want to make sure you don't miss future videos on building wealth and planning for retirement, go ahead and hit subscribe right now. That way you'll always stay on track with the latest strategies. Alright, milestone number 3 is estate planning. This isn't just about having a will, although that's important. It's about making sure your assets go where you want them to, updating beneficiaries on accounts and insurance policies, and naming someone you trust to handle decisions if you can't. Estate planning protects your family and avoids confusion later on. Number 4 is eliminating high-interest debt. Credit cards and payday loans are some of the worst offenders. Carrying balances at 15 to 20% interest eats away at your savings and puts unnecessary pressure on your retirement budget. The goal by 55 should be to have all that wiped clean so you can focus on investing in your future. Next, milestone 5, managing your mortgage. For some people, that means working toward paying it off before retirement. For others, it might mean refinancing or downsizing. The key is making sure your housing costs won't overwhelm your retirement income. A manageable or paid-off mortgage opens up cash flow for travel, hobbies, and everyday living. Milestone 6 is healthcare planning. Medicare doesn't start until 65, and even then it doesn't cover everything. By 55, you should have a plan for how you'll pay for health insurance if you retire early, whether that's through savings, a spouse's plan, or the marketplace. You should also start thinking about setting money aside for long-term care and other medical expenses that can add up quickly. 7th, it's time to really understand your Social Security benefits. Take a look at your statement and figure out how much you'd receive at different claiming ages. Claiming early reduces your benefit, while delaying increases it. It's also important to consider spousal benefits and taxes. Knowing how Social Security fits into your overall plan lets you make smarter decisions about when to stop working. Finally, milestone number 8 is creating a withdrawal strategy. Saving is only half the battle. You need to know how you'll spend down those savings once retirement begins. A popular rule of thumb is to withdraw around 4% of your nest egg each year, adjusting for inflation. But the reality is more complex. You'll need to decide which accounts to pull from first, how to minimize taxes, and how to adjust if the markets take a downturn. Having a clear plan in place helps your money last as long as you need it. So there you have it, 8 milestones to hit by age 55. Hitting them doesn't guarantee an easy retirement, but missing them could make working into your 70s unavoidable. If you want more step-by-step guidance on building financial independence, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. That way, you'll always be one step ahead in preparing for the retirement you deserve. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.